Alright, so people don't get put into lockers, they just get cucked. So there's just like the new evolution of like pretty much instead of like getting bullied, you just end up getting cucked. So um, I I experienced this event around last year, I would say. This girl that I used to date, you know, we had an array of issues where we just couldn't communicate. Sort of had a period where I kind of hated her like for a period of time. My gosh, it was actually acceptable though, because in my eyes, I had to hate her. There was nothing wrong that I was doing, and she was a problem. She just didn't want to accept that, nor did I want to tell her because I couldn't communicate at all, like I said. And um, with that, yeah, we broke up. Not even like 3 days later, she was with this new guy. Right? I know this guy. Right? This guy is like, I used to call this guy like my freaking uncle. This guy was freaking ugly shit. Gosh, he didn't have eyebrows too. He was a grade above me, same grade as her, but whatever. Um, dude didn't have eyebrows. And he just took my bitch. I was literally like quite literally like that was the most disgusting and probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced. Well, that has not been physical. Yeah, physical pain. Yeah, but that was the mental and emotional toll that had on me was ridiculous. And then after that, the way that we actually even connected again was because her parents confronted me for being in her phone when I was literally blocked, and she wouldn't even talk to me. So like I was like, "Ooh, why the frick are you coming to me?" Like they were literally. I was walking to school, right? They were like, "You, how do you know your daughter? Insert daughter's name." I'm like, "Who are you?" At first, I thought it was like a random couple. So I said they were like, "Hi," and I said hello, and now I kept on going with my day because I was like, I don't know who you are. And as I'm walking, they're like, "Wait, do you know blank?" And I was like, "Oh, who are you?" And then they pretty much dropped the bombshell on me that they thought that I was dating their daughter. I mean, I was at the time. I wasn't. Also, I was gonna tell them how come she's with this other guy, but I really didn't get the chance because her mom kept on cutting me off. But um, yeah, so she still owes me for that, honestly, because I never told her parents about that. That's up to her to find, up to them to find. Also, I mean, she's going to college, and I have one more year of high school left, so I don't know, but that was singularly the most degrading stuff I've ever seen. And at first, I used to make fun of like rom-com characters for like whenever they would fall for like the most stupidest gaslighting like technique of all time, until it happened to me. And I was like, all right, all right, all right. So that's how it happens. So that makes a lot of sense. Like they say, don't knock it till you try it. But like it wasn't like I wanted to try it; it just fucking happened. So pretty much the moral of the story. Yeah, there's people aren't getting put into lockers or like getting swirlies. There's an update and it's called getting cucked, and we're experiencing what adults are experiencing because we're getting the same treatment and it's even worse. And yeah, so it just pretty much forces you like to. It's like the same effect of being put into a locker, but except the locker is you're putting yourself into the locker and repeatedly closing the door, and you have to endure it for a couple of months until sure, like whenever you want to get over it. But getting over it is easier said than done. Honestly, like it is not something easy to get over with. I'm saying this now because I don't think I can say that honestly. I'll say that for like a later video. I'm not gonna lie.